I am Louisa Catherine Adams, wife of John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States. My story begins far from American soil, in London, where I was born in 1775 to an English and American family. This cultural mix has shaped my life and my role as First Lady, as I have always moved between two worlds, one foot in aristocratic Europe and the other in the emerging democracy of the United States. In 1825, when my husband became president, I became the first First Lady born outside the United States. This brought with it a mixture of apprehensions and responsibilities. The expectations of a woman in my role are high, to represent grace, intellect, and hospitality. Yet my fragile health and tormented mind constantly remind me of my limitations. I have spent these years trying to reconcile my public role with my own aspirations and doubts. A life of adaptation and sacrifice. My marriage to John Quincy Adams, celebrated in 1797, was a challenge from the start. Far from being a fairy tale romantic union, our relationship was marked by my husband's political ambitions and the pressures of a demanding public life. In 1801, after living in Europe for several years, I discovered America, a new land for me, with its values, customs, and expectations of women. I had to adapt quickly. My years in my husband's service taught me diplomacy. During his post as ambassador to Russia, from 1809 to 1814, I navigated aristocratic circles with skill, organizing lavish receptions and building alliances. It was there that I understood that my role was not limited to being a wife, I was also a political partner. The White House, a place of tension and duty. As First Lady, the White House was a place of duty, but also of solitude. My musical and linguistic talents made me an elegant hostess, but there was no shortage of criticism, particularly about my foreign origin. Some accused me of not being American enough. I took refuge in writing. My diary, my autobiography, and my many letters became my constant companions. Through these pages, I released my thoughts on politics, human relationships, and my personal search for meaning. My marriage, although often cold, also gave me the strength to withstand adversity. My husband and I shared a common passion for high ideals. I supported him in his fight to abolish slavery, even when it socially isolated us. A quiet but powerful legacy. When John Quincy's term ended in 1829, I left the White House, relieved to be away from his political intrigues, but proud to have done my duty. My role as First Lady may not have been flamboyant, but it paved the way for more committed women in the future. Today, I want to be remembered not just as the wife of a president, but as a woman who, despite her doubts and challenges, found a voice in a world dominated by men. My story is one of quiet resilience, and a determination to play a role in building America's young democracy.